Hello everybody, and thank you for coming to another nature story time. Today I'm going to read you a story that was an absolute favorite of our campers this summer. So we run eco camps all summer long. Those are nature-based day camps for kids. And at eco camp we spent a lot of time being nature detectives. So that means we're out in nature, we're looking for clues that animals have been around. So things like animal tracks, maybe parts of animals like bones or feathers, animal chew marks, so signs that animals have been eating there. We might hear some sounds, we might smell some smells, and one of the big things we look for is animal poop, or in the science world we call it scat. So today we have a super fun story about a Poo-Dunit mystery. So somebody left a poop behind and we have to solve the mystery of who left it. And like I said, this was an eco camp favorite from the summer. All of our groups loved it. So that's our story for today. It's literally called Poo-Dunit, a forest floor mystery. It was written by Katelyn Aronson and illustrated by Stephanie LeBaris. Maybe you can solve the Poo-Dunit mystery. So these are what we're looking for, right? When we go as nature detectives, animal tracks and scat can tell us a lot of things about the animals that we're sharing our habitat with. Poo-Dunit. Once upon a forest floor, a snout poked out a burrowed door and wheezed and sneezed, for on the breeze there came a hint of poo. Sniff, sniff, went mouse. Whiff, whiff, went mouse. Who left this poo outside my house? I must undo this mystery. Poo-Dunit. So this is the poo. What do you think? Who left that poo? We can look at what's in the poo, the shape, size, the color. I mean, compared to mouse, it's a pretty big poo. Oh, squirrel. Do you think squirrel left that poo? Not me, said squirrel, who smelled it all. This poo is big. My poo is small. Ask skunk. Oh, skunk. Oh no, she said, don't make me sick. My poo is thin. This poo is thick. Ask porcupine. Oh, porcupine. Not mine, he said. You've got it wrong. My poo is short. This poo is long. Ask fox. Oh, fox. Who, me? Said fox. A silly thought. My poo is pointy. This poo's not. Ask coyote. Oh, coyote. We're getting a lot of good hints about how to identify some of the other animals' poops. Please, he said, you've missed the mark. My poo is light. This poo is dark. Ask deer. Oh, deer. Tisk, tisk, said deer. I must confess, my poo is tidy. That's a mess. Poo, poo, said mouse. P-U, said mouse. Who left this poo outside my house? I must undo this mystery. Poo-Dunit. Who do you think did it? Who left this poo outside Mouse's house? Someone big, someone hairy, someone who ate seeds and berries. Who is that? Bear? Yes, said Bear, that's mine. It's true. The mystery is solved. I made this poo. A poo that no one can outdo. A poo that no one can outpoo. Bear's pretty proud of his big stinky poo. Who came along and outpooed Bear? Uh-oh. Hooray for Moose! They crowned him Poo King. Enough, Mouse cried. I'm all pooped out. She promptly went inside to pout. Remember, this was Mouse's home. Boo-hoo, said Mouse. Share poo, said Mouse. It's wrecked my view, it's wrecked my house. How to undo this joke on me? Then, all at once, she knew. Oh, mice! Come on, friends, there's work to do. Let's plant these seeds. Let's spread this poo. We're small but strong. We'll right this wrong and make the forest new. So they're spreading the poo all over the forest and planting the seeds that were in Bear's poo. Next spring upon that forest floor, a snout poked out a burrow door and breathed in well the fragrant smell of a garden all in bloom. Mouse looks much happier now that her house is not covered in poo. Poo-Dunit. Fox poo really is pointy. Deer poo really is tidy. And bear poo really can be a big mess. For each poo below, can you guess which animal did the deed? So let's test your poo knowledge. Poo, letter A, is this one right here. It's light in color and it has fur in it. Do you remember what animal said, my poo is light, this poo is dark? If you said coyote, you are correct. Poo, letter B, this poo right here, should look familiar from our story. So who was the animal in charge of the poo outside of Mouse's house? This is a bear poop. Poo, letter C, is very small little pellets. Mouse originally asked this creature if the poo outside their house belonged to them. So C is a squirrel. D, we've got slightly bigger pellets here, and often if you find these pellets out in nature, it's like they're made of wood dust or sawdust, right? So what animal do you think might poop something similar to sawdust? Letter D is porcupine poop. Then we have more pellet poop in E. This is a poop that we've probably all seen before. Maybe not, but a lot of us probably have. Very common animal, pretty big piles of poop. This is our deer poop. Let's see, where's F? F. Do you remember what animal said their poop is pointy? F is our fox poop. Then we have G. This poop here, often if you find it, it might have insect exoskeletons in it, especially like bees might be in there. This poop belongs to the skunk. And then we have H, which, to be honest, I've never seen a moose poop look like this. I've always seen moose poop in pretty big pellets that look kind of like deer pellets, but much bigger. But just like how deer poop sometimes can clump together, I'm sure moose poop can too. So this is the moose poop. He was the king of poo. They crowned him king of poo. All right, it says, poo is precious. Animal waste, including human waste, contains phosphorus, which is an important fertilizer, a substance that helps plants and flowers to grow. If you spread the right mix of animal poo on your garden, as Mouse did in the story, it will help the garden bloom. When used as fertilizer, poo is often called manure, which sounds less gross. Not just any poo will do, though. Waste from household pets is often too acidic, and untreated waste from both people and animals could contain disease-carrying germs or parasites. So if you want to use manure on your garden, make sure to buy it at a local farm or garden center. Who is really responsible for the biggest poo in nature? It isn't a bear or a moose. Experts think it's likely the biggest animal on Earth, the blue whale. So that is our story all about animal poop and how, when you're out walking in the woods, being able to identify some of the animal poop or the scat that you find really can tell you a lot about the animals in that area. So I walk on the same trail out behind my house all the time, and I think it's really fun to look at the poop and see what animals I'm sharing the woods with. We have a lot of coyote poop back there, which is always really cool to see, I think. Sometimes I see fox. I even saw bobcat scat once, and I caught it on the trail cam, that bobcat making that scat, which was super cool. So there's lots of different things to see in your woods. I'm going to put some resources down below for different animal signs that you might be able to find. So next time you're out on a nature walk, try to put on your super good nature detective eyes and see what clues you can find that indicate or tell you that animals have been around in your area. As you get back into the school year this year, don't forget to carve out some outdoor time. So make sure that when you're getting done with school, you're spending lots of time playing outside, walking, looking at different things in nature, because it's so good for our minds and our bodies and our souls. So have a great school year, and I hope to see you again soon for another story time. Bye-bye.